Yeah, look, tell me what's the vibes, what's the mood? Yeah, I just hit a Mikey for the juice. Yeah, ain't no capping, I'ma tell the truth. I've been winning for so long, it's hard to lose. Yeah, deal, be my source, Christian like Dior. Yeah, I can't start when I'm far, just get back up. Yeah, I've been quiet all along on my TP toes. Yeah, I can't keep it to myself, I just give and go. I'm a visionist, yeah, you can't picture this, yeah. Ain't no way you cannot work me, boy, I live for this. Yeah, sipping essential, that's the essentials, I'm influential. Yeah, straight fundamental, that's fundamental, on instrumentals. Yeah, speed of the tempo, yeah, we got potential. Shoot a movie like I'm Denzel, running my route to the end zone. And they sticking to find me, man, you know where to find me. I'm trying to get me a Grammy so I can dedicate it to my granny. Look, tell me what's the vibes, what's the mood? Yeah, I just hit a Mikey for the juice. Yeah, ain't no capping, I'ma tell the truth. I've been winning for so long, it's hard to lose. Yeah, deal, be my source, Christian like Dior. Yeah, I can't start when I'm far, just get back up. Yeah, I've been quiet all along on my TP toes. Yeah, I can't keep it to myself, I just give and go. Yeah, I just turn my L's into W's. Yeah, I just told my sins, yeah, I'm no true. Yeah, stay in your lane, don't you pick and choose. I can't waste my time, I got a lot to lose. To the game that we all on, they was doubting us all along. Now we charting in Hong Kong, what competition they all gone. Bless, stress, play the game like it's chess. We next, that's a check, over stripes, yeah, yeah.
Fast life, the fast living. They see the ambition, they know I'm past driven. Look, we are not the same, this is not a game. I've been swerving through the city in and out of lanes. Yeah, cause if I see it, then I want it, then you better know I got it. Ain't no options, I'm about to do the damn thing. I'm an outlaw, you can never catch me. I'm in first place, you can never. These are the moments, only got one life. This is your moment, whether wrong or right. You're your own enemy, your own enemy, your own enemy.
Kia ora and welcome to New Zealand Māori Hockey Tournament. Day 3 here, coming to you live from Saxton Park in Nelson, Whakatū, hosted by Te Wai Pounamu Hupoi Māori and New Zealand Māori Hockey. We are here for our first Wahine semi-final, and it's semi-final number 1 between Aotea and Tāmaki Makaurau. Big game here in preparation for tomorrow's medal matches. The first of our Wahine semi-final. These two teams obviously winning their quarterfinals yesterday and winning them well. Both teams here with big hopes and high aspirations in preparation for tomorrow's fixtures. It will be Aotea in their green and blue and Tāmaki Makaurau in the white kit, as the teams prepare to come out here this afternoon. We look at a couple of notable players from the Tāmaki Makaurau side. Of course, Carissa Makia has been fantastic at tournaments through a number of years here. Claudia Hannum, Ruby Jane Meehan, and of course the sisters Tyler and Mia Goodsall-Matthews out here playing for Tāmaki. They'll be strong and they'll be looking to book themselves back into the final. They are the defending champions here of the New Zealand Māori Hockey Tournament. They've got to take on Aotea. And Aotea have some strong players as well. Grayson Keys-Kumiroa, who's spent time playing for the New Zealand Māori junior and senior Wahine teams. As we just take a moment's silence here. In that moment's silence there, for the Blackmore whānau, Jackie Blackmore, and their whānau. Their Blackmore would generally be here playing for and supporting Tāmaki Makaurau hockey. We send our condolences and out to the Blackmore whānau through this tough time. I'm sure both teams will be playing an absolute spectacle here for our first Wahine semi-final. As mentioned, it is Tāmaki Makaurau in the white and Aotea in the green and blue. Also lining up for this Aotea team. We look at the likes of Sydney O'Hara, who's been strong this weekend. Grayson Keys Kumiroa, as mentioned. And they'll be strong across the park here. They've been building over the last few years here, Aotea. And we look forward to them giving a real good crack at making tomorrow's final. As the teams go through their last preparations here, they will come out onto the field, and it will be Tāmaki with first use of the ball through Kelsey Tenity. Interestingly enough, playing for Tāmaki Makaurau this year. Awesome to see Kelsey out there. A recent New Zealand Blackfern rugby player, and Blackfern Sevens rugby player as well. Awesome to have her back at Māori hockey tournament playing for Tāmaki. And here is Tāmaki with first use, but it's Aotea that turned them over. And both teams will just spend the first little while getting used to the game. It's a high pressure semi-final here, final on the line for tomorrow. Be some tired legs after 3 games already, and here's Kelsey Tenity just looking forward. Can't get the ball past Grayson Keys Kumiroa. She's going to be massive at the back here for Aotea. As mentioned, played for the senior Māori women's side. And that is Sydney O'Hara, who is captaining the Aotea side this weekend. Good to see her out there, getting an early touch on the ball. Good intercept dive there, Natasha Cox-Chestnut. It's a great dive by her. She's spent a number of years in this team as well as Tash. Good to see her out there as well. And Tāmaki Wahine out here looking to, as I said, get back into the final. And the winner of this game will meet the winner of the next semi-final coming up, which is between Taitokero and Waiariki. It will be the second Wahine semi-final. It's Claudia Hannum on the ball here for Tāmaki. She's a well-experienced player out here, both for Tāmaki, but also playing National Hockey League and National Hockey Championship for North Harbour. That's Claudia Hannum. And Sydney O'Hara will come onto the ball here for Aotea. It's a little messy there for them. Tāmaki will come away with the ball. Looks like Taylor Weatherly at the back there. This is Carissa Makia on the ball for Tāmaki. Overlapping, it's Goodsall Matthews. Fantastic inside drag, sends that defender gone. She's still going there, Goodsall Matthews, just trying to link up. Hannum leaves it, but it was for her. And still working through the midfield here. This is Ruby Jane Meehan for Tāmaki. She'll link up there with Goodsall Matthews. And the ball comes in. They're looking there for Marika Leonard. And after a little conversation, it's going to be a penalty corner here to Tāmaki. Just judged to have fallen onto the foot there of Aotea. So they will have to defend up first, Aotea. In the defensive group for Aotea is Keys Kumiroa, O'Hara. Also got Jodie Kent there. Goes to Makia. First shot run down. Second shot hits the body too high there. Carissa Makia. It wasn't tidy out of the top there for Tāmaki, unfortunately. They got the shot away. It's great defensive running there by Natasha Cox-Chestnut for Aotea. And they come forward, Aotea up the right-hand side of the field. Can they link up? It is brought under control up on the right baseline there. Here's Chris Amakia. Here comes Aotea, just probing around the edge of the circle here. And Claudia Hannum cleans up for Tamaki. She's done well there. She'll earn the free hit. And the overhead ball up to Kelsey Tenety. Kelsey's got players ahead. She'll use her skill first. She earns the free hit. Kelsey Tenety will move forward off the ball, and Claudia Hannum will come onto it for Tamaki, just outside 25-yard line. It's Rachel Peck up there on the 5 for Aotea. A little bit of pressure on. The ball goes out for Tamaki. It's going to come off Grayson Keys Kumiro there over the baseline. Tamaki will keep the attacking long corner. And here's Claudia Hannum. She'll take the long corner. And she'll go overhead trying to find Amy Mitchell there. Amy Mitchell just not able to bring that one down under control. Sydney O'Hara will come onto the ball here for Aotea. She's got Grayson Keys Kumiro at the back. This is Keys Kumiro. A bit of skill there. That's ball around the back. It's with Olivia across Te Aweawe. She is again on the ball. She earned the free hit, Olivia. And just trying to hit one down the line. Goes over the sideline, not able to link up there, up the front with Holly Williams. That one will go past them all. So Tamaki will come back with possession on the sideline. No score as of yet. First quarter here between Tamaki and Aotea. So Wahine semi-final number 1. And they'll keep possession, just moving forward up the field. Tamaki. And this ball at the back here with Hannum. Hannum has Weatherly over the other side of the field, but just decides to turn inside the attacker. Finds Weatherly now, and Weatherly has Markia. That's a miscue for Weatherly. Hannum will come across to clean that one up. She's under a little bit of pressure there. There's Claudia Hannum. She uses Weatherly again. And Markia. And here we go, Aotea. They've got their first real attacking opportunity here, Aotea. Free hit on the edge of the dotted circle. Will fall there for Rachel Peck. And that's not gone 5 before it's gone in. Amy Mitchell on the sideline there for Tamaki. Just having to put a little bit of work in to make it past the Aotea defenders here. She's got it again, Amy Mitchell. That's intercepted in the middle of the field. And here comes Ruby Jane Meehan trying to link up there with Marika Leonard. And no, not that time. There they come up the sideline, left sideline here, Aotea. It was Bernard and Nicole Parata working together up that sideline. As well as Holly Williams again for Aotea. And Leonard's going to jump onto this one. Here she comes for Tamaki. Marika Leonard, she's got Kelsey Teneti in front of her if she can find her, but Ruby Jane Meehan working in well there. Earns the penalty corner, does Ruby Jane Meehan for Tamaki, so they will get another attacking penalty corner here. As we see the replay here, Leonard just trying to work it in. Kelsey Teneti had hit the floor there, hoping that she's all good. And Ruby Jane Meehan there just does enough to earn the free hit. And back here we'll have Keys Kumiroa, Cox Chestnut, and it's messy at the top again for Tamaki. Unfortunate there because it looked like Hannum was ready for the drag flick. Amy Mitchell unable to bring that one in. And here they come again, Tamaki. It's Claudia Hannum. Yeah, just a bit of a stick checking in there from the Tamaki players. Here's Grayson Keys Kumiro onto the ball for Aotea. Here's Aotea. A bit of pressure by Ruby Jane Meehan. It's a good first tackle. Second one not so good. And she'll give herself a sub there, Ruby Jane Meehan. Sideline ball there for Tamaki. Have to work the ball out of their own end here. It's Amy Mitchell on the ball for Tamaki. And Aotea will get the free hit here. Claudia Hannum tries to run away with it, but it's not her ball. They go out here again. They're working the free hit just outside the circle. Tamaki doing well to keep them out of the circle so far. They're going to keep the long corner here. Out here. Bring it back up for the long corner, but that's intercepted well there by Goodsill Matthews. She links up with her sister there. It's come off the foot there. Near Goodsill Matthews. And that's intercepted well by Chris Amakia. She plays long to Marika Leonard. And that's not going to be brought in. It's a little bit too much skip on that one. But it will bring Olivia Kostiawe. We're back onto the ball for Aotea. We go back to Sydney O'Hara. And back out to Kostiawe. And that's going to be well intercepted there by Tamaki. Ball into Goodsill Matthews. Not able to be brought under control. But here is Hannum. Hannum's going forward. She's got Leonard. And Leonard just misses the goal on the left side. And the ball just went through the back of the fence there. Fortunately, Tegan Gary was there to pick up the ball and get it back on the field. And Tamaki will come forward again with another attack. And just around for after finishing his game, Well, halfway through his game comes Coach Brandon Roach here for Aotea. Come around and give a bit of direction to the team. Scores still 0-0 as we count down the final minute of this first quarter here. Wahine semi-final number 1. And shot on goal there. A nice one from Nicola Bradley. Here for Tamaki. Reverse stick shot, well saved. Tamaki just rolled the ball around the back. It's Hannah under a little bit of pressure. She's got Taylor Weatherly there with her. Good to Matthews. Good physical battle out there. Here you go, Aotea down the middle of the field. Can they link up? No, it's not going to come off. It's not going to be under control. And Tamaki will breathe a sigh of relief here. They were caught up a little bit high there with players in behind. And Taylor Weatherly will bring the ball back out for Tamaki. Weatherly has Hannum. Hannum has Mitchell up there, Amy Mitchell. And that'll be enough for the first quarter. Scores still locked at 0-0 in this women's semi-final number 1 between Tamaki and Aotea. Winner of this match, of course, going forward to tomorrow's final. And they will play against the winner of the next semi-final coming up between Taitokerau and Waiariki. And first quarter action here from New Zealand Māori Hockey Tournament. It's day 3 here from Nelson Hockey Association, Saxton Park, Whakatū, Nelson. And what a day to be here at New Zealand Māori Hockey Tournament. Checking out some of the highlights from the first quarter. There's this penalty corner earned by Ruby Jane Meehan for Tamaki. Not a huge amount there to trouble either goalkeeper just yet. Aotea goalkeeper just getting the boot on a couple there. Nothing there to trouble Jada Parfo in goal for Tamaki. This is a good Saul Matthews just throwing the overhead ball there to Nicola Bradley, and it's this reverse stick shot. Well saved there. It was as good as the opportunities came there for either team. Both teams just in at the moment, getting, as you can see in picture, a little bit of instruction. Coaches Brandon Roach for Aotea and Tina Belkake for Tamaki. And out they'll come. Tina Belkake, obviously an incredible player and coach now, both for Tamaki Wahine and for New Zealand Māori Wahine. Brandon Roach recently being involved in the New Zealand Under-18 and Under-21's Junior Black Sticks camps as a coach. Great to have them both on board in the Wahine semi-final here. As we see Tamaki with first use of the ball, it's Goodwill Matthews trying to link up with Tenity. Tenity will win the free hit. Brown Lowry will come forward to take that one for Tamaki. A little messy there from both, but Ali Parata will try and work out there, but it will be free hit to Tamaki. Claudia Hannum at the back with the ball. Hannum has Weatherly. Weatherly has Mitchell if she can find her, and there it is. Amy Mitchell. She's got Grayson Keys Kumiro, Marika Leonard. And it's hit the foot there of the Tamaki player. Marika Leonard was just trying to link up with Ruby Jane Meehan there, unable to get it to her. They had Tenity in front of goal as well. But Keys Kumiro will work out of the back here with Sydney O'Hara. Does well there, O'Hara, just to earn the free hit. Can't get that one past Claudia Hannum though. Hannum earns the free hit. She's got Leonard and Tenity in front of her. Lovely cross field. Goodwill Matthews. That one's going to beat them all over the baseline though. it was the midfield ball across there. Sophie Moran for Tamaki. And that one by Costello is going to go across the sideline, so Tamaki will come back onto the ball here in front of the crowd. The crowd out watching the Wahine semi-finals. That's big, transfer of ball, Hannum to Weatherly. And back to Hannum. Goodsill Matthews here in the midfield. Links up with Markia, Krista Markia. Rolls the ball back out to Hannum. And there's Weatherly with the ball there. Hannum again at the back for Tamaki. She's got time. And Ali Parata putting some pressure on up there for Aotea. Here's Tamaki with ball around the back. It's Goodsill Matthews across to Weatherly. It's going to be a hard one to take in for Amy Mitchell, and she can't do so there as the ball sails over the sideline. Sydney O'Hara will come back for Aotea to pick up the ball.
I'll be over soon.
Here is O'Hara. She's got Grayson Keys Kumiro behind her if she needs it. Instead goes through Natasha Cox Chestnut there, but it's turned over. She gets it back, but it will be a free hit here to Tamaki. And Claudia Hannum will step onto the ball here for Tamaki. She's got Chris Amakia in front of her. Tenity working as well. That is Tenity just trying to keep the ball in, can't do so. All over the sideline there will be Sydney O'Hara to step onto the ball for Aotea. Forward they come. Sydney O'Hara only gets as far as Amy Mitchell. Mitchell, Hannum, Weatherly. Trying to build things up here. Tamaki comes back to Hannum. Just past the stick there of Sophie Moran. Give Grayson Keys Kumiroa with a 16-yard hit. She'll use Cox Chestnut. Amy Mitchell looking over the top, but just... in fact, it's not Amy Mitchell out there now. That is... big transfer of ball, trying to find Marika Leonard. She gets past one, Leonard gets past the second one. It goes out over the baseline and it will be a long corner. Tyler Goodsill Matthews. And Claudia Hannum there. Tries to find Moran there. And Aotea get the ball out. We go over the sideline and will still be Tamaki ball. On come the subs here for Tamaki. It's Michaela Bradley and Jamie Lewis getting a shift up the front, as well as Mia Goodsill Matthews come on for Tamaki. So they've new front line on for Tamaki. Jamie Lewis, Michaela Bradley, Mia Goodsill Matthews, and here they go. Michaela Bradley. She'll win the free hit just outside the 25-yard line. She does well there. Chris Markia will come onto the ball, working again with Bradley. Back to Markia. The entry's going to bounce around. Jamie Lewis got a stick on it. But she also got a stick on the defender's stick there. Jamie Lewis will concede the free hit there for Aotea. Grayson Keys Kumiro will have the outlet for Aotea. Keys Kumiro linking up, she gets it back. It's a tough one. They can't get it past Moran. That's some lovely skill there, Sophie Moran. Just kicked out to touch there for Aotea. It was Rachel Peck. Weathering a bit of a storm here, Aotea. Nothing on the scoreboard yet for either team. Chris Amakia here. He just works the ball up the left side. And it falls there to Grayson Keys Kumiro. Kumiro there trying to link up, but it falls to Claudia Hannum. And Hannum will turn inside and dump the ball back to Chris Amakia. Amakia trying to link up there with Michaela Bradley in the circle. Gets a touch on it. And that one, no good there for Sophie Moran. And it will be Aotea with the free hit coming out of their own end. A lot of pressure there, Jamie Lewis putting on, but they've got the free hit advantage and they'll work out Aotea. Yeah, she's in a good spot there, Jamie Lewis, but just missed the ball and got stick. For Tamaki, Aotea work out here. Peck playing forward. Lucky there, Amy Mitchell cleans up for Tamaki. There were two Aotea players hunting up in front of the goal of Jada Parfo. It's Peck there again on the ball for Aotea. Just working away. Tash Cox-Chestnut. It's been good for Aotea so far. She'll work the free hit, just grabbing around the edge of the circle. Here she goes, Natasha Cox-Chestnut. Peck. Parata up there will win the penalty corner. And we'll get the first look at the Aotea set piece. It's lovely work here. Cox-Chestnut. Great ball in there by Peck. And it's this work here by Ali Parata. It earns the penalty corner here for Aotea. So, set up on the bracket. We've got Peck on the first, Cox-Chestnut on the second, and Jada Parfo in goal for Tamaki. It's not clean at the top. They get one away and the shot is too high there. Wiped away by Jada Parfo. And the free hit will be to Tamaki. Michaela Bradley coming forward for Tamaki. She's in a bit of space. She links up with Mia Goodsall-Matthews in the circle. And it's the foot of Sydney O'Hara there in defence for Aotea. We go from one end to the other. Penalty corner now for Tamaki. Back in the defensive group, Grayson Keys Kumiro not on the field at the moment. They'll be missing her in the penalty corner, but O'Hara, Cox-Chestnut. They'll lead the defensive corner group here. It's Hannum on the second bracket. Burt missed communication. Hannum will get one away. And Jamie Lewis will jump onto the scraps and put one past the goalkeeper there of Aotea. It's Jamie Lewis gets one away for Tamaki. And it's the first goal of our Wahine semi-final number 2. Fantastic replay there. Jamie Lewis jumps onto the scraps after the penalty corner. We'll just have a quick kōrero here. Te whānau Mawhero. Have a quick chat about this one. I think they're just discussing who's going to have the hangi first after the game. It is a goal. And they're both going to get their hangi after the game. And it is Tamaki Makaurau with the 1-0 lead over Aotea in the second quarter here. Wahine semi-final number 1. The winner of this game, of course, will go on to play the winner of Wahine semi-final number 2, which is coming up after this game, and that game will be between Waiariki and Taitokiro. Here they are coming out of their own defensive end as Tamaki Makaurau. And they'll get the ball back there. Just unable to be brought in. The overhead pass. Here is Aotea working out. Only gets as far as Hannum, who gets the ball out over the sideline. Aotea still working forward here. A good entry there, Aotea along the baseline. Cleaned up by Chris Amakia, of course. One of the cooler customers here in all of the Wahine teams for Māori Hockey Tournament. And there she is again, cleaning up Chris Amakia. Tianiti linking up with Goodsell Matthews. It's a long ball. Can she pull it in, Mia Goodsell Matthews? No, it will go over the baseline there. Sydney O'Hara watches that one go over the baseline. And she'll come forward and take the 16-yard hit. In fact, she'll move off it. Olivia Tiaweawe will come onto the ball. Big transfer, and there's going to be some pressure on Tash Cox Chestnut there. The ball just got a bit of a skip on it. And she was under a bit of pressure from Marika Leonard. And there we go. Tash Cox Chestnut will get it back. Amy McConnell there just trying to put some pressure on for Tamaki. The long ball from Aotea. First to it is Aotea. And that's onto the foot there of the defenders. Fantastic overhead ball there. Just released. Jodie Kent going forward as we see the replay. Big overhead ball here. Jodie Kent with the chase. She'll just knock it onto the foot there of the Tamaki defender. So we go back to set piece for Aotea. Tamaki with the 1-0 lead at the moment, but Aotea with the penalty corner as we get into the final minute of the second quarter, of the first quarter here. It's Tamaki up 1-0. Here we have penalty corner Aotea. First bracket, and the passes there. Passes back. And cleaned up there by Chris Amakia at the back for Tamaki. 15 seconds to go. They've got another opportunity here. Aotea, the shot's away. And it's a goal to Aotea. Beats the goalkeeping of Jada Pafo for Tamaki. And Aotea, just with time running out in the second quarter, will equalise off the follow-up there after the penalty corner. So see the replay. Great shot there. And she's stoked about it. Aotea level up. 1-1 just before half-time as teams go in to the break. It is 1-1 in Wahine semi-final number 1 between Tamaki and Aotea. We check out some of the highlights from that first half. The players that have been good for Aotea. Tash Cox Chestnut, Sydney O'Hara, Grayson Keys Kumiro especially. And Rachel Peck, the goal scorer there for Aotea. For Tamaki, they've been good up the front. It was Michaela Bradley, Mia Goodsell Matthews, Ruby Jane Meehan, Marika Leonard, all working hard up the front. But it was Jamie Lewis who scored the goal for Tamaki on the follow-up from a penalty corner. That put them ahead early in that second quarter. Of course, Claudia Hannum's had her fingerprints across this whole performance for Tamaki. Hannum and Markia both. This is Michaela Bradley's shot earlier in that half, sent away by the goalkeeper there for Aotea. Amy Mitchell's been good for Tamaki. She found Marika Leonard there and very nearly became a goal-scoring opportunity. Baseline entry again here by Leonard. She does well there to earn the long corner. That's Nicola Bradley. Carissa Mark here working again. And that one, Jamie Lewis very nearly getting the shot away. But it's not long after this that the Tamaki team earned another opportunity. It's Jamie Lewis again in front of goal. Just trying to make a nuisance of herself in front of the goalkeeper. And here's Altea. That touch from Amy Mitchell proved very, very important. This lovely ball in here from Peck, who ended up being the goal scorer. This earned Altea their first penalty corner of the match. Fortunately for them, not tidy the first one. Shot too high. And Tamaki Makoto had their penalty corner, and this is the one that they did end up scoring off. Jamie Lewis flicked the ball around and found the back of the goal for Tamaki. That put them up 1-0 in that second quarter. There's a good baseline entry. Carissa Markia cleaned up well. And it's this overhead ball here. Touched onto the back foot there of the defender for Tamaki, which set up this penalty corner. And while the 1-2 didn't quite come off here, the next shot certainly did, as Tash Cox Chestnut chased that one down. Ball came in here to Peck. She gets on the back foot and bang, near post. Beautiful. Slotted the gap, slotted the goal, and that is 1-1. These teams are in getting into some shade, hiding from this hot Nelson sun. Take a moment to thank our sponsors. Of course, One Foundation, major sponsors of the live stream and the broadcast. For those of you following along on the YouTube or either Facebook pages, fortunately being able to see all of this action for free wherever you are in the world. And that's, of course, thanks to One Foundation and the broadcast from Local Gecko Productions. And the tournament spectacle, absolutely awesome here that we've been able to have our tournament return to Te Waipounamu. First time being hosted here, Whakatū, Nelson, at Saxton Park. And it's been a fantastic weekend. It's hot, there's people out getting in the sun, enjoying the hockey, but the tournament couldn't take place without the host Rohe Te Waipounamu Haupoi Māori and their organising committee, who have done a fantastic job this weekend. New Zealand Māori Hockey and the Kaunihera for their work. And of course the tournament sponsors, Rangiora Kaiapoi, iCare, Sporting Edge, Nelson Hockey Association, Onyx Sportswear, Planet Hockey, OPSM Rangiora, Go Hockey, Intel Intelligent Solutions, Fuse Merchandise Agency, Just Hockey, Kiwi Kai, SMR Signs, and Ambro Built. As we see the next team starting to arrive here for Wahine semi-final number 2, it's Taitoketo and Waiariki will follow up this game with Wahine semi-final number 2. They will take on, the winner of that game will take on the winner of this one here as the girls get back out ready for action. It's the second half, third quarter, scores leveled up 1-1 between Aotea in the green and Tamaki Makoto in the white. Tamaki Makoto, of course, defending champions from the last tournament in Hamilton. Well, they'll be looking to get back to the final and defend their championship tomorrow. Aotea looking to spoil that. And it's 1-1 locked up at the moment. Tamaki will get the first attacking free hit through Goodsall Matthews. Goodsall Matthews just surveys the right side of the attacking section for Tamaki. And free hit out there for Aotea. Grayson Keys Kumiro will come ahead with the ball. She tries to get it in behind Markia and does so. It's not going to be pulled in though by Aotea, so Tamaki will get to walk the ball back up and take the 16-yard hit. It's Taylor Weatherly up the front here for Aotea. In the press, looks like Parata, Kent for Aotea. Little overhead ball there falls to Tenity. Tamaki will have the ball going forward there. Tash Cox Chestnut just does enough to pitch the ball over the sideline. Tamaki going forward again now. There's 50-50 into Marika Leonard. Leonard working around the edge of the circle. And it'll be free hit out for Aotea. Grayson Keys Kumiro on the ball here for Aotea. She has Sydney O'Hara there next to her. And there's O'Hara working the ball out. They do well there, Aotea. They earn the free hit. O'Hara will step forward onto the ball for Aotea. She's got Peck in front and Keys Kumiro behind. Keys Kumiro with the transfer of ball, but that's going to go over the sideline there. Couldn't pick out the right player. And here's Tamaki. It's Goodsall Matthews. She'll try and get around Cox Chestnut. Not an easy thing to do. Tash does well there for Aotea. Oh, but the pressure and footsteps of Claudia Hannum there. Keys Kumiro very nearly misses her assignment. She'll come out the back here, down their left side. Tamaki trying to put a squeeze on, but Tash Cox Chestnut releases the ball forward. And here comes Kent. Here she is, reverse stick pass across the front of goal. Can't find either of her teammates in the circle. It was Holly Williams and Ali Parata there for Aotea. Just couldn't link up. Tamaki, ball in their defensive end. Aotea putting on a little bit of a press here. Working well out is Tamaki. And they'll win the free hit. Amy Mitchell on the ball. She'll just roll the ball back out to Taylor Weatherly. Weatherly has Markia linking up with Goodsall Matthews. It's a great turn on the ball here. Goodsall Matthews just too far in front there, so they'll turn the ball over and Aotea will come away with it. Tash Cox Chestnut onto the ball for Aotea. And the overhead's disrupted there, but it's going to fall to Jodie Kent. She got the ball forward. It's just too far ahead of Parata there. Jodie Kent, the number 7 for Aotea, looks exciting moving forward with the ball for them. And Carissa Markia, calm as ever, just links up with Amy Mitchell, but Amy Mitchell over the sideline, uncharacteristic for her. Aotea will bring the ball up to the sideline. They'll have the free hit through Sydney O'Hara, who's done a lot of work at the back so far with Grayson Keys Kumiro for Aotea. Intercepted there by Leonard. Leonard rolls the ball forward. She's trying to link up with Meehan, but Keys Kumiro picks that one off. Aotea happy to move the ball around the back. This is O'Hara. He rolls the ball in to Keys Kumiro, who picks the ball up at speed. I'm trying to link up there with Tash Cox Chestnut, unable to. Here's Amy Mitchell on the ball for Tamaki. Looked to go back to Markia, but instead chose to go through the middle, and we'll find Hannum. Hannum drops it out to Markia. Just trying to pull Aotea out of some shape. Taylor Weatherly's in a bit of space there. There's Leah Kent there putting some pressure on Taylor Weatherly. Both Leah and Jodie up the front now for Aotea. They'll have the ball coming out of their own defensive end, Aotea. Good challenge there by Tamaki, the one possession back. Jamie Lewis with the circle entry. Ball goes across the front of the goal, and there's 3 of them in there for Tamaki. None of them able to get their stick on the ball. It's gone all the way through, and it will be Aotea to come away with the ball here. Score's still locked up, 1-1 midway through the third quarter. There was a penalty corner follow-up from both teams that put them on the score sheet, and this is Kent. Link up there on the baseline, and the free hit outside the circle. It was both the Kents there. There's Tashcock's Chestnut. First up shot there. Second shot. Saved by Jada Parfo. Amy Mitchell sees it go across the baseline. Aotea putting a bit of pressure on now. And here go Tamaki. Ruby Jane Meehan links up. Gutsu Matthews turns on the inside, but Grayson Keys Kumiro with a pick. Wears off the challenge from Gutsu Matthews second time and links up here with Kent. It's Jodie Kent. And it'll be a free hit out for Tamaki. The defensive work from Taylor Weatherly and Carissa Markia. Kent had Sam Albert in front of her just trying to link up, but couldn't get the pass through. Great distribution there by Claudia Hannum. Fantastic to watch in the midfield for Tamaki. She gets it back again. Hannum always in a good position. And the ability to thread a ball at will. What a pass, Claudia Hannum. They're going forward there, Tamaki. But well defended there by Aotea. There's Jamie Lewis up the front there for Tamaki. Claudia Hannum able to find her with the upright hit. And she's going to put some pressure on Jamie Lewis. And they win it back. Gutsu Matthews trying to find Tenity. And it was Marika Leonard there diving in front of the goal. Trying to get a stick on the ball and direct it back towards the cage. Aotea will come away with the ball here. The ball gets through, but only as far as halfway. Carissa Markia here. Just taking her time. To get the right option, but it's gone to Keys Kumiro. She's trying to find Nikayla Bradley in the midfield. Not able to link up with her. And Aotea will come away with the ball here through Keys Kumiro. It's a great ball down the line, but nobody there to collect it for Aotea. Amy Mitchell will just walk the ball up the 16-yard markers. Take her free hit. She's got Weatherly behind her. Markia in front of her. Opts for Weatherly. Transfer the ball across the back. We'll fall there to Gutsu Matthews. Gutsu Matthews has Hannum. Hannum just unable to run that one in. Aotea will regain possession. The sideline hit just out in front of the dugouts there. There's Olivia Kostiawewe. It's ball at the back for Aotea. Bit of pressure coming on from Kelsey Tenity, Nikayla Bradley. And they just can't drag it in. Aotea, good pressure from Tamaki. Amy Mitchell will bring the ball forward for Tamaki. Again, she's got Weatherly at the back. And that is the option she uses. Weatherly has Hannum in front. Gutsu Matthews out on the sideline. She tries to hook one around the corner and it hasn't gone far. Aotea will pick the ball up. Gutsu Matthews in a good little challenge there. And Gutsu Matthews not able to link up with either Ruby Jane Meehan, Kelsey Tenity or her sister Tyler, and so we'll go over the back line and it will be 16-yard hit to Aotea. We get inside the final 4 minutes here of this third quarter. Score's still locked up at 1-1. Here comes Altair. They've got the free hit just on their own 25-yard line. It's going to be a tough one to take in for Olivia Te Auiauekos. She does well. But not as well as the challenge from Meehan and Goodsell Matthews. Tenity with the touch pass. Big shot. And it's a penalty corner there for Tamaki. Good build-up play here on the tackle. This is Goodsell Matthews. Touch pass from Kelsey Tenity. Very nearly fell for Hannum, and it's this shot. It has bounced off the foot there of Grayson Keys Kumiroa. And Tamaki will get the set piece underway. They have Hannum, who does have a drag flick, but hasn't been tidy enough at the top for her to really get it going. Goodsell Matthews will inject. Again, not clean at the top. Hannum not able to get that one away. Mitchell there to try and create something from nothing. Marika Leonard were in the free hit just outside the circle. Goodsell Matthews will take that one quickly. And she'll do well there, just throwing the ball onto the foot of Grayson Keys Kumiroa. And they'll get themselves another penalty corner. Tamaki, as I mentioned, exponent of the drag flick. Claudia Hannum, we haven't been able to see it get away clean yet. Here we go, it's Hannum again set up on the first bracket. Mitchell trapping. Goodsell Matthews to pull the ball out. Just going to go straight to the trap here. 1-2's on. Not the shot she would have wanted, Claudia Hannum. They got the 1-2, really nicely worked, but just rolled off the stick there a little bit for Hannum's shot. And ball around the back for Altair. Tash Cox-Chestnut there, she's going to work out. The ball down the line. Kent can't bring that one in. It falls there. Hannum's got the ball in the midfield for Tamaki. She's dangerous. Links up with Goodsell Matthews. And here we go. Parata unable to control that ball. Taylor Weatherly chasing this one down. Parata still chasing. It'll be 16 yards for Amy Mitchell from Tamaki. Goodsell Matthews there. Tashkosh Chestnut with the challenge, but still Tamaki ball.
Let's keep it short. Possession. Don't give it away.
Amy Mitchell on the ball here for Tamaki.
Coming out right shoulder. Right shoulder.
Carissa Makia trying to go direct, and it will fall just in front of Marika Leonard. Good touch there by Olivia Kostiauiaue. And it's into the circle, but it's too late there for any further action into the third quarter. We are still scores locked up. Altair 1, Tamaki Makaurau 1. Women's semi-final number 1. Day 3 here at New Zealand Māori Hockey Tournament, coming to you live from Saxton Park, Nelson Hockey Association, Whakatū. New Zealand Māori Hockey Tournament, of course, hosted this year by Te Haupoi Māori o Te Waipounamu. It is Te Wai's year to host the tournament. It's been in a couple of years in the making. And we're so happy to finally have our tournament here in Nelson. And it's been both teams with opportunity in this quarter, but neither able to get on the scoreboard. Still 1-1. Same score we had at half-time, which means this last quarter is going to bring out all of the excitement and opportunity to book themselves a spot in tomorrow's final. And this is semi-final, do or die here. Winner goes on, loser will have to play for third and fourth. And if we are tied up at the end of this game, we will go to a penalty shootout to decide the winner of this match and the team that advances to tomorrow's final. I'm sure neither team will want to leave it to that. It could be an absolute spectacle for us as the crowd if it does go that far. Claudia Hannum here got the 1-2, but just that shot, not the one she would have wanted to finish up that penalty corner. Probably the best opportunity there for Tamaki. Both teams will come out here. Fourth quarter, 15 minutes of hockey to play, 15 minutes to book themselves a spot in tomorrow's grand final. The winner of this match taking on the winner of the next Wahine semi-final coming up after this between Taitokero and Waiariki. It is Tamaki in the white, playing left to right, and Aotea in the green, playing right to left. Aotea with use of the ball, and here we go. Aotea under a lot of pressure here from Tamaki. Tamaki moving forward. Racing Keys Kumiro gets to the ball first, fortunately for Aotea. She's got a good turn of pace here. Keys Kumiro just throwing the ball out in front, but not going to pull that one in, and Amy Mitchell will move on to the ball for Tamaki. She's got Carissa Markia behind her. And uses Markia. Markia has Weatherly. And she's got time here, Taylor Weatherly. Ali Parata just interrupting that pass. She does well. To the delight of her coach there, Brandon Roach for Aotea. And it goes back to Weatherly again. Weatherly, Markia. Jodie Kent putting on some pressure there. She's doing some leg work up the front for Aotea. Ali Parata again, just stopping the ball in front of her. Coach Roach pretty happy with this so far from Aotea. They're shifting well. And not quite able to affect the turnover, so Goodsell Matthews will come forward for Tamaki. She links up well there. Sophie Murren. Reverse stick, ball goes in. And it comes back out again. Amy Mitchell now with her eyes up, looking at the edge of the circle. She tries to link up with Tenity. It'll be long corner for Tamaki. Aotea having to defend here. It's the long corner for Tamaki. Amy Mitchell on the ball. She'll just try and get around the outside with her pace. She'll earn the free hit just outside the circle. I see a little bit more pass action happening for Tamaki. Move this Aotea defense around. Here's Mitchell again. And she will get the entry this time. Doesn't get far enough, and Aotea come away with it. Tash Cox Chestnut's not going to run that one in. And away come Tamaki. They got the sideline hit. They'll come straight forward into Hannum. Hannum trying to link up with Goodsell Matthews. Good work there. Aotea coming out from their own end. Sending a lot of traffic down this left sideline. Aotea asking some questions of Brown Lowry, but that one doesn't get inside the field of play, so Tamaki will take the free hit through Goodsell Matthews. And it's just on the sideline there for Tamaki. Got Brown and Lowry there. No one rolls back, a little untidy, but gets it to Weatherly. Weatherly has Mitchell, and there's some pressure getting put onto her. Chris Markia in the midfield does well enough just to keep the ball. And going forward now, Markia for Tamaki. Links up there, Tamaki's still going forward, but it's taken well by Aotea. And Aotea will come away with the ball. Well, that one's a slow one. It's going to get there though. No real pressure being put on up there by Tamaki. Fortunate for Aotea. Here they come. It's Marika Leonard. She's got a bouncy one in. Kelsey Tenity sending that one towards the goal. but sent away there, and it will be long corner for Tamaki. They'll have another go at it. Little opportunity there for Tamaki. Here's Chris Amaki on the ball for Tamaki. She dumps it back out to Taylor Weatherly. Weatherly finds the foot there of Jodie Kent. I think that maybe Leah Kent there. In fact, Jodie is out there as well. And that ball's gone sailing through the circle. Ruby Jane Meehan unable to jump onto the end of that. Altea with the ball at Sydney O'Hara. Another intercept there by Tamaki. They've got the entry. Where's the shot? No, it is free hit to Altea. They're trying to play with a bit of pace here. Get the ball moving. Just can't pull it in there. Holly Williams. It's a good ball going forward there by Grayson Keys-Kumiroa. Amy Mitchell will come up onto the ball for Tamaki. We're inside the final 10 minutes here. Score's still locked up at 1-1. Both teams in the arm wrestle here. Kelsey Tenety coming forward for Tamaki. The contest from Grayson Keys-Kumiroa will be free hit just outside the circle. Tamaki, and you need to get the ball back up there to take their free hit. Right up on the edge of the circle. Kelsey Tenety with the ball for Tamaki. She links up with Amy Mitchell. Amy Mitchell trying to get on the outside. That's well defended by Grayson Keys-Kumiroa. And she'll get it back. Grayson Keys-Kumiroa, that's a fantastic run. She plays the ball forward for Jodie Kent. That one is Jodie Kent. And they'll get the ball there. Altea, Taylor Weatherly just throwing the ball over the sideline. Here is Altea with the ball on the sideline. Opportunity to create a little bit of an attack here. Get another go at it here. Unable to get through the defensive group of Markia and Hannum. Come back into this right corner again. Peck there, the goal scorer for Altea. She'll earn another free hit. Here they go. Outside of Markia, the ball's in. But it's not 5 before it's gone in. Tamaki breathed a sigh of relief. Altea putting pressure on this Tamaki defensive group. And the Altea boys just finished their game, have come across to watch their Wahine team play in this semi-final. Tries to go down the sideline, and again it's cleaned up by Grayson Keys-Kumiroa. She links up with Peck. Peck goes again, trying to find somebody. And here they come. Altea with a little bit of go forward. Cleaned up well there by Goodsu Matthews, Hannum, Brianna Lowry. And here is Lowry onto the ball. Looking at the overhead option. It's just bounced up off the stick there of Kent, and Hannum will open up the other side of the field. Lovely ball. Hannum out to Amy Mitchell. Mitchell linking up, going forward there. Sophie Moran. Moran finds Tenety. Tenety on the reverse stick. And it has hit the foot there in front of goal. Rebecca Bernard there for Altea as we see the replay. This lovely bit of skill by Kelsey Tenety on the reverse. Trying to find Leonard and Bradley in there. Tamaki with an opportunity to regain the lead. We're all locked up at 1-1. And here we go, Tamaki from the set piece. Goes to Hannum. And we've got penalty stroke there. Is the call from The umpire, she's going to come and have a quick chat about it. From our view here, it looked like Hannum's first drag flick attempt down the attacking left post was maybe just outside the post when it hit the foot. Not sure what happened on the opposite post on the next shot. They will have a conversation about it. As we see the replay here. Goes to Hannum. The first one definitely outside. And the second one I'm not entirely sure. Looks like it actually went off the stick of Keys Kumidora and the foot of the goalkeeper there for Aotea. Still having a chat about it. This could be a massive call here. And there's definitely the repeat of the penalty corner for Tamaki from the first foot. I'm just not sure exactly what happened over the right attacking right side of the circle. It'd be a huge call if the stroke is upheld. I'll just check this replay again. Unfortunately, the umpires don't have the joy of looking at the replays like we do. They're just explaining the situation here. And we're going to play a long corner here. By the looks of things, long corner to Tamaki. Chris and Markia here just leaves the ball behind. Should get it back though, Markia. Keys Kumidora hassling her. She's been turned there, Markia around the edge of the circle. And this one does find its way out eventually through the foot there. So substantial conversation there between the two umpires. They are out there and they, like I said, don't have the joys of checking replays like we do. Looking at the replay, probably glad the stroke wasn't awarded. It could have been a reset in penalty corner if the advantage hadn't been played for it. But the teams have to win this game. And the teams will have every opportunity here in these last 4.5 minutes as Amy Mitchell does bring the ball forward for Tamaki. She's got Goodsall Matthews working there. Parata putting some pressure on for Aotea with Kent. There they go. Aotea will get the free hit. They'll come forward quickly. Hannum's there to try and put some pressure on, but they'll pick it up again. Aotea through Holly Williams. Still working as Holly Williams. She's got the ball. She's coming forward still with the ball. Holly Williams for Aotea. She's got Hannum paying her attention now. They win the ball back. Tamaki. This is Hannum. Keys Kumidora will pick up the foot in the middle. Free hit for Aotea. Grayson Keys Kumidora here in the middle of the field for Aotea. We've just got under 3.5 minutes to go. Here is Keys Kumidora. Tash Cox Chestnut can't pull that one in. Yeah, 3 minutes 20 to play is the official clock at the ground here. Goodsall Matthews goes over the top. Grayson Keys Kumidora pulls it down. He's under a lot of pressure there. Does well though, does Keys Kumidora to keep the ball. Still scores level at 1-1. And here's the overhead to Parata. They're going to have to give her time to pull it down. It is a free hit. Here she goes. That's not 5. They'll get another free hit here. Ball into the circle here. It's just popped in behind Tash Cox Chestnut. And it's a goal! Aotea! The Tasha Cox Chestnut. She's first to get her stick on the ball. Wow-wee. As we check the replay here. Ball comes in from Peck. Kent. And it's the touch from Natasha Cox-Chestnut. Puts Aotea ahead 2-1 with 2 minutes to go. Nothing Jada Parfo could do there in goal for Tamaki. And Tamaki now have 2 minutes of frantic hockey. They've taken the goalkeeper off. They've opted to get a player up and try and squeeze the advantage here. Remember, Tamaki trying to get back into the final to defend their championship. The current holders, Aotea, looking to break up that party, and they're up 2-1 with just under 2 minutes to play here. Quarter 4 of Wahine semi-final number 1. Aotea in the driver's seat. They've got the advantage, but Tamaki have the ball. Tamaki's still working away here. They get a couple of free hits. Build some pressure. Remember, they've got an extra player on the field here for these last 2 minutes. Grayson Keys Kumiro comes down with the ball. Physical challenge, Claudia Hannum. She's not going to get away with that one, unfortunately. Grayson Keys Kumiro just settle her team down. They'll want to play at the other end of the field as much as possible. That's not going to help it. Ruby Jane Meehan. Penalty corner. Tamaki. Too much of a challenge there on the go-forward ball. Sydney O'Hara concedes the penalty corner outside the circle. As we see this replay here, Grayson Keys Kumiro just doesn't get a hold of this one. Rolls the stick over at Ruby Jane Meehan. Sydney O'Hara has a couple of digs at it, and that's no good for Aotea. Tamaki now with an opportunity to level things up with 30 seconds to go on the clock. If this isn't semi-final hockey, here we go. Tamaki Makoto with the opportunity to level things up here. Aotea need a save. Comes to mark here. And it just goes past the post there. Aotea breathe a sigh of relief. The boys get up on the side. They're watching the game. That one's going to be Aotea ball. That clock is going to count down. And Aotea are going through to tomorrow's final. 2-1, the winners of Wahine semi-final number 1. What a finish to that match with just 2 minutes to go. It was Tash Cox-Chestnut who puts the Aotea team ahead and books their spot in tomorrow's final. Who they play will be decided in the upcoming game between Waiariki and Taitokerau. What a match. Thank you for joining us on the stream. It's been a fantastic game. We will be back very shortly with the final game for the day. It's Wahine semi-final number 2 between Taitokerau and Waiariki. Thank you.